This past week, I got the opportunity to call the Little League Softball World Series in Portland for ESPN. And I noticed a couple of things that I wanted to share with you guys, especially regarding the pitchers. Now, don't get me wrong, I felt like the pitching at the Little League World Series this year was the best top to bottom that it's ever been. But what took me by surprise were all of the emotions that these pitchers were showing. And I think that it was more likely for them to show emotion because I think this year the Little League World Series meant more than it ever has before because of the competition, because of the games on TV, because every year softball just in general means more to our sport and to teams, players, and families. But what I saw was a lot of crying in the circle, like I've never seen before. I also saw somebody get pulled out and throw the ball down on the ground and then go to the shortstop position. And I'm here to tell you that type of behavior as a pitcher is completely unacceptable. I'll say it again. It is completely unacceptable to act that way. If you're the parent of a pitcher who acts like that, you need to let them know immediately that they need to stop. It's not, oh, let's groom this, massage this back and it'll get better over time. No, completely unacceptable to act that way. The game is not about you. It's not about one person. It is about the team. And while you might have felt like you put your team in a position to fail or that you're going to be down by runs and that you might lose the game, it's never, ever, ever okay to act that way. When you watch the college players, they're not acting like that. When we watch the Olympics next year and get to watch our Team USA national team, the pitchers, they don't act like that. They're there for the team. You have to find a way to control your emotions and have a great presence at all times. The best part about being a pitcher is that you have to fake it till you make it. And that's one of the best things that I can tell you. My mom told me at a young age, if someone were to come up and watch me pitch, before they even looked at the scoreboard, they should not be able to tell if we were winning 10-0 or losing 10-0, because it's your job as a pitcher to stay stoic, to remain focused, to remain in it. And also, you have to remember that just because you give up 5 runs in the first inning doesn't mean that you're automatically losing. There's a fight, determination, perseverance part about this sport that's what makes it so great. You have to know and believe from your coaches and your team that you still might have a chance to come back. So when I see you, if I were to walk up to your field, I want you to think about that. If Amanda Scarborough were to walk up to my field right now, would she know that we were losing 10-0, or would she think that we're still in it? Your composure, your presence stays the same. I saw a lot of tears in the pitching circle. And look, when I was 11, 12, and even in high school, there were a lot of times that I wanted to cry, and even probably at a younger age that I did cry. But I, not bawl, maybe tear up a little bit. You have to find a way at a young age, even at practice, to control those emotions. At practice is where it starts. Parents, how you talk to your children to not be emotionally attached to the results, that's also where it starts. It's a game. It does not define who you are. And the biggest part of when you can remember that as a pitcher is when it's the toughest moments. You just gave up 3 home runs or walked in a run. You have to find a way to be able to take that deep breath, come up with a thought, find a place to look, find a teammate to look at, to gather yourself, to get yourself back into that presence, that composed type of pitcher that you know deep down that you are and that you can be and that you expect out of yourself from innings 1 through 7 or however many innings that you play at your local league. Throwing the ball down, balling in the circle are unacceptable, and let's stop that.